Happy Halloween, guys. I am tired. As I'm recording this right now, it's about a week away from Halloween. So I'm trying to finish up the last of my TBR for the month. And the book that I wanted to highlight in this vlog, I have decided is The Halloween Tree by Ray Bradbury. I have never read a Ray Bradbury book before, ever. This is my first time. I have read sections of his other books and I have enjoyed them. I can tell that he's a very talented author. Why did I choose to start with this one? Because I think when people think of Ray Bradbury, they don't think of The Halloween Tree as the first thing that they get into with it. However, when I was growing up, I was obsessed with the movie adaptation of this book. And I watched that movie so much. I probably wore out the VHS tape watching it with my sister. This is going to be a spoiler-filled vlog. I would like to get into the nitty-gritty of this book. I'm very excited to compare and contrast it to my beloved adaptation. Also, while I was on vacation with my family in Salem and in Boston, I took a lot of footage. Enjoy the B-roll footage of me going out and about, doing spooky fun things in my new home of Massachusetts. All right, quick update. I am 3 chapters into the book so far. I really appreciate the way Ray Bradbury uses simile and metaphor so far in his writing. Everything seemed to cut from soft black velvet or gold or orange velvet. Smoke panted up out of 1,000 chimneys like the plumes of funeral parades. The wind outside nested in each tree, prowled the sidewalks in invisible treads like unseen cats. Attics were still being rummaged, old locks broken, old steamer trunks disemboweled for costumes. One of the big differences that I'm noticing so far in the book versus the adaptation is we have 8 boys who are making up the main cast, plus Pipkin. Tom Skelton, who is basically the main character, is here. He's in the book. And then in the adaptation, there's only 3 other people. And in the adaptation, one of them is a girl. There are no girls in this book thus far. I really like Ray Bradbury's writing style so far. It's very evocative. It's very descriptive. It's very fun. I can tell You know, when you read a book and you can tell that the author had fun writing the book, had fun coming up with that metaphor or that description. You know what I'm talking about? I'm getting that vibe from Mr. Bradbury for sure. With that said, I am going to read a couple more chapters and I'll check back in with you. So I just read 4 more chapters and some more differences between this and the movie that I want to tell you briefly about. Mr. Moundshroud, who is the fantastical skeleton-ish man that they encounter at the beginning of the story, in the movie, he is more of a villain, I would say. And so far in this book, he's still got a little bit of a sinister quality to him, but he's much more friendly and helpful to the children, for sure. Also, in the movie, Mr. Moundshroud is kind of death personified and is the one who is trying to go after Pipkin so that he can basically like take his soul, right? But in the book, Mr. Moundshroud finds the boys, pulls a trick on them, and then he's like, hey, would you guys like to go to the undiscovered country with me and we can learn about Halloweens of the past? And as they're going to do that, Pipkin is running through the ravine to get them, and something with a capital S comes and grabs Pipkin. And Mr. Moundshroud basically says that like it's death that is borrowing Pipkin, and he offers to help the boys find Pipkin so that they can save him. So again, Mr. Moundshroud in this book is much more of a helpful figure than he is in the movie. I really like Tom Skelton. He's really the only boy who has shown, you know, like any individuality at this point. Other than that, I'm really enjoying myself. I'm gonna start chapter 8 right now. I think I'm going to read a couple more chapters and then I have to go run errands. So I'm gonna get a couple more chapters done and then I gotta go do adult stuff. So boring. Anyway, I'll catch you later. Bye. Good morning, friends. I'm still waking up. We did it. I finished The Halloween Tree by Ray Bradbury, and I want to give you my final thoughts on this book. I didn't check back in with you because honestly, I didn't really have anything new to say. It was a lot of the same stuff, you know, over and over again, the same descriptions, the same, you know, characterization differences that I saw in this versus the movie. Oh, I gave this book 4 stars. All right. It's not my favorite book of all time, but it was really good. As a queer person, I think gender roles, gendering art in particular, is a very silly, contrite, outdated thing. I think the concept of gendering art, or saying this is a boy book or this is a girl book, these are very harmful things to do, especially for children, because it limits who can and cannot appreciate a certain piece of art, right? However, I have never read more of a boy book in my entire life than The Halloween Tree by Ray Bradbury. And that's not a bad thing at all. And I honestly think it's a testament to how great the writing and the world building is in this book, that I, a woman in her early 30s, thoroughly enjoyed myself reading this book, even though I could tell this book was not meant for me at all. Like, at all. This was a book written by a man for boys. That's what this book was. I'm very grateful that the movie included one female character. Oh, and let me clarify, this took me a day to read. So if you would like a quick read, something that is adventure focused, that is very accessible in its writing style, but is also very evocative and fun to read, then I would recommend picking up The Halloween Tree by Ray Bradbury. I had fun reading this. This was not my favorite book of all time. This wasn't a revelation to my life. This was something that I just genuinely enjoyed. It was a lovely thing to pick up right before Halloween to get me into the spirit. Anyway, friends, thank you so much for being here for my Halloween vlog. I hope that you have a great Halloween, that you are safe, you have lots of fun, that you get lots of candy, and just have a real frightful time. Be kind to yourself, be kind to others, and have a great day. Bye.